Lucina here. No min-min to be played. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned Fire Emblem match. Waifus.
Yeah, I'm slightly surprised actually to see Proto just going straight to Lucina. The min-min is such a force. We've really grown to know him as the best min-min in the world probably over the quarantine days.
Sure.
But, of course, he was the best Lucina before that. Just going to have a good old sword fight, right? Nice and honest here. Lucina and Roy, two characters that are, of course, very strong, but also, you know, maybe not the most nonsense out there, at least in Lucina's case. Roy, we know about that side B.
We definitely do the side B, and then, of course, I mean, literally everything else this character can do. Criminally taking stocks, at low percents. However, you know, the beautiful thing about these two characters is that they are pretty cut and dry. You know what they are certainly looking for, and since you play characters that kind of look like one another, you should be able to at least tap into some of that knowledge here.
Yo, gotta point out, ProtoBanham uses the wave dash back in neutral a lot. We saw him do it right there. Didn't really gain him any ground or anything, but it is something that's in his arsenal that I would say is really unique to him. Nobody else is doing that. I mean, you'll see players wave land on platforms, but the way he does wave dash back with Lucina, it's really good. You can just down tilt out of that, get yourself a safe poke.
There it is. Lucina, Proto looking for a poke right there at the ledge, a down tilt to try to turn it into something. However, Kola just being relentless. The runoff sour fair is going to be enough to do it. Kola right now kicking this match off right here in a dominant way. I mean, just really showing and showcasing that they have full control of the entire terrain here at Battlefield. Great up air. Proto, show me something.
Yeah, not great enough to kill, unfortunately. We're going to have Roy stuck on the platform, and Lucina stuck on this first stock. Okay, finally takes it off the Dancing Blade right there. By the way, worth pointing out, these are two of the players that I think made some of the biggest rises in terms of people's estimation of their skill, of their caliber as players over the quarantine era. Kola really starting to come up right before everything shut down. Proto, we already knew he was disgusting, but when he started playing the min-min, he started to take over Japan.
That's right. Proto, of course, has been a fearsome force since day one. I remember back in CEO 2019, the talk of the town, of course, was not only just Spargo and, of course, you know, just the, you know, the tear that young man had been on, but also Proto playing over here in the States. I mean, you know, he knows how to play on stages like here, and here we are back in sunny Orlando, Florida. Right now, not doing so hot right here, though. Kola finding a couple up specials out of shield, just really alleviating that pressure.
Yeah, both of these players, no stranger to the big stage, and no stranger to Battlefield either. Talking about stages, great for the Fire Emblem characters overall. We're going to see Kola clean that one up. I don't want to say effortlessly, but with little resistance for sure.
That's right. Kola right now looking very poised, emotionally together. Ain't nothing wrong with wearing your emotions on your sleeve. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replays here once more. Of course, Proto did not go down without a fight here in this first game. However, Kola just proved to be a little bit more dominant, especially in these conversions. Gets the jab right into back air. That's some patented Kola stuff.
Yeah, if you're not using that, why are you playing Roy is my question. Look at that, the fake trump right there. Kola knowing the Proto would get off the ledge immediately, and he also gets off the ledge immediately, swings the back air, takes a stock, and yeah, that's sour spot fair, man. Like, Lucina, she's got a pretty good, reliable recovery. Roy, not the best edge guarding game, just because his recovery is kind of sus, but sometimes it's really worth just going out there and hitting those characters, man. The Fire Emblem series was not blessed with great recovery across the board.
Good, and let's keep it that way. Sorry,
hey, man.
I say that out loud? My bad. I didn't mean, I must have been thinking out loud. My bad, y'all. But yes, let's relive the glory once more here with the replays. Kola, of course, holding down for Moist Critical Esports, man, just doing what he does best. And, of course, that is just closing out stocks, closing out games as dominantly as possible. However, Proto, no slouch, especially being this part of bracket. The Lucina definitely was a powerful force. I would not be surprised if we see a little bit of min-min, too. I know the character has gone through a few changes. I don't think the changes are detrimental enough to drop the character completely. You know, there's still a lot of top player individuals, namely MK Leo, of course, who is in this part of bracket, who has gone on record to say not really as confident in the min-min matchup. Not saying that he's afraid of it, but, you know, he's just comfortable in some of the other matchups in the game at this level. So I think that's something certainly to take into consideration. However, more Lucina to be played.
Hey, man, if memory serves from like 4 minutes ago, I generally can't remember that long ago, but when I was looking at the bracket, I think the winner of this plays the winner of Leo and DeBuzz. So if Proto goes on to take this, Leo might be tested in that min-min matchup.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Think back to Glitcher. You know, MK Leo struggled a little bit versus Pink Fresh. You know, and Pink Fresh, of course, a legend in his own right. So the data is certainly there. This data right here is telling us that Kola, of course, up a game right now on Proto. Proto, great patience right there. Is going to hold shield through the whole double-edged dance. Putting on some solid percent here and just taking full control of the terrain of Kalos.
Yeah, Proto on fire at the start of this game. Wow, trying to up B out of the jab follow-ups. Kola, fortunately, running up, trying to check him on some defense right there. And now it's going to be his opening. Jumpless Lucina, not the best disadvantage state in the game. Far from the worst, but Roy, a menace on the juggle. We're going to see Kola even that one right back up.
That's right. Of course, Kola swinging very close to himself. That's what you got to do. Gets the run out, turn around, F smash for your trebles. Great pressure right there at the ledge. And just a moment ago, I like, when Proto was out of the jump, try to use the first swing of Dancing Blade just to delay the timing a little bit. Kola, of course, staying up and up there on the competition, but maybe not up enough. Proto, 112% right now. Throwing that rage around. Let's see what we turn this into. Okay.
So far, still hanging on. Ooh. The parry, just adding a little bit of extra sauce on that one. Okay, fair into neutral air. Kola starting off on the right foot on the second stock here. Proto with no time to really carve out any kind of lead for himself.
Okay, and the tech roll in. To carve something to a tombstone, you keep teching incorrectly there. Okay, another Dancing Blade. Kola unfortunately finding himself off stage. The high recovery, the immediate air dodge in. Narrowly escaping danger. Proto, of course, a menace when it comes to edge guarding.
Yeah, especially, oh, go ahead.
Oh my God, no, I was going to say, goodness gracious. I mean, all these up specials out of shield, I get him. It's just, man, versus somebody like Kola, Roy has the footwork to catch you in time.
Whew. Ooh, the dare into up smash. Yep, one of the classic high percent combos for Lucina. Just not enough to do it here on Carlos, but the back air will be. Now we've got Kola down to his last stock, on the verge of looking at an even set, but, I mean, you want to talk about even games. He immediately killed Proto after the first one, so we'll see if he does it again. Still yet to even land a hit.
Talk to him, Max. Short hop forwarder right here, just pushing the advantage to one side of the stage. We have seen how dangerous Kola can be in the corner. Gets the parry. And we're going to see a lot of parries here if it wasn't already apparent enough. Both of these two characters, great tools in the neutral. But I'd be lying if I said they weren't kind of, telegraphed, maybe even a little linear. Both of these two characters, of course, parry each other very well, and what they get out of them, if spaced properly, could be super detrimental. Okay, no up tilt for you. And the good space back right into the double forward air. Can we get one more? Oh, it do not matter. It don't even matter. Proto putting the pro in Proto right there, answering back in game number 2.
Really like the way he just didn't use the up B to avoid accidentally saving Kola. He looked at his stock count. He's like, oh, I got 2. All right, we're good. So here it is, an even set. Proto, I think some of the highest expectations on him of all Japanese players, just because whenever we see him come here, he does work, and he also does a lot of work back at home. Kola, though, of course, cannot ignore this guy as one of the hottest rising stars in the game over the last year and a half, basically. He's delivered on that at a lot of events, but sometimes he does fall just a little bit short. Smash World Tour, he's looking to rewrite the book, earn himself a spot in his top 8 if he wins the set.
That's right, rewriting right here in a very dominant way. Of course, game number 2 did not go his favor, but certainly opened up this match with a lot of momentum in a very Kola type of fashion. These replays, of course, certainly showing why Proto is supposed to be here in this portion of bracket. I love that second forward air. And then, of course, the situational awareness to not use up B in time. Proto looking really good right now. Like that hat, too, by the way. It's pretty clean.
Yeah, Proto got a little style to him, for sure.
A little swag on and off the sticks.
And I've just noticed that Proto is a big fan of trying to ice Kola out right now, man. In between games 1 and 2, did the same thing. Really took his sweet time thinking about the counter pick. It's going to be Town City and Yoshi Story ban on Proto's end. Kola running it right to PS2. Interesting that we saw the set start on Battlefield and have PS2 as a counter pick.
That's right.
Hey, man, I'm down for a little bit of variety.
There you go. Bring something a little new to the table, and yet here we are back on Pokemon Stadium for the 112,000th time. It's all good, though.
Right here. This is the 112,000th time we've seen this stage.
That's right. No matter which way you slice it, both of these two individuals looking to put a W on the board for themselves now. However, it's Proto trailing here ever so slightly, getting a little too close for comfort. You touch the stove versus Roy, you're most definitely going to get burned here. Oh, there's the downer, though. Just when you thought it was safe to try to take the platforms away from Proto.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for Kola so far. Just playing that open center really well. Of course, using the platform to his advantage as well. We're going to see that first stock go in a flash, 30 seconds. Man, Tweak versus Sonics, they didn't hit each other for 40 seconds at the beginning of one of those games.
I'm still trying to forget about it. Man. I'm like, wow. So that's some patience if I've ever seen it myself. Because me, a lesser player, I would have been pressing buttons.
Yeah, exactly. I paid for these buttons. I'm going to press them.
I'm going to press them, man. And Kola pressing the right ones right now. 77.3%. Very comfortable lead. Now, obviously, Lucina just very long normals. You got to make sure you space your parries right. That way you can try to get in fast enough for the punish. It's going to be a little difficult right here for Roy. Sword not nearly as long as Lucina's, but still gets the job done. Jab in the corner. Great pressure.
Yeah, that's what you want to be doing when your opponent's at the ledge. Roy gets so much off of that, and you can just throw it out. Pretty low risk. You see Kola going for that now, but overextending just a little bit. He allows Proto back on the center, but speaking of overextension, bro, putting those arms right out there for a forward smash.
That's right. on the chopping block indeed here for game number 3. Yes, gets the trump right into the back air. Sour, but will still take the percent and the immediate forward air answer back. We don't typically see that type of gameplay right there from Proto. Proto, of course, always going to take his sweet time at the ledge if he has to, but now understanding the pressure is on. Back throw. No, forward throw this time. Oh, platform mix-up.
Oh!
Platform mix-up. Very smart.
Bro, that's the Sour Patch Kids combo right there.
The sweet and sour chicken, man. I love it.
Sour, then it's sweet. The light up air into the big one. And now we've got a 2-stock lead on Kola's part. This match looking pretty insurmountable for Proto, but there is one path to victory, and it's those offstage kills. Getting one at a really late percent there, but hopefully for any Proto fans out there, he's going to do it a little earlier on the 2nd stock.
Yeah, it ain't over quite yet, but this match certainly looking far from good. You know, here's another dancing blade. Oh, an immediate air dodge in. Proto. Great position there, was just not able to capitalize in time. Gets the jab lock right into the dancing blade. Proto starting to turn this into a little something. Taking the platforms away here. Of course, Roy combo food. Very easy target to just slap around. Fast faller.
Yo, these parries, man, really paying dividends for Kola in the set. Those sword normals, as impressive and long as they might be, they are very predictable when they're going to come out. So that's why you see so many parries in matchups like this. One of the best ways around the disjoints in this game. Oh, Proto just backing up the fake perfect pivot right there. Okay, forward throw, and no, Kola still fighting and catches the tech chase back air. There we go, 2-1 lead. I know the Southeast is going crazy for this man. I believe one of the last, if not the last, representative for the Southeast remaining in the bracket.
Kola's platform game is just ridiculous. And I'm not even just talking about what he does when he's up underneath, because we've seen the conversions, but the forward throw right when he had Proto up there, that was so smart. So smart. I mean, of course, could have threw Proto off stage and then tried to, you know, either ledge trap or maybe edge guard a little bit. He's like, nah, I know if I get you up here, up underneath these platforms, or at least while I'm up underneath the platforms, you're going to be in for a world of trouble. And yes, there's even going to be points in time in the match where both characters very well equipped. However, Roy, you just don't want to trade with this guy. And we've seen maybe just a little bit too much of that there from Proto. Proto's going to have to dip more into the finesse category to really mount this comeback here.
Dipping in finesse, bro.
Yeah, finesse remix.
All right.
Show me something. Love that forwarder. That was clean.
It was a great setup, man. Just a little stall with the side B. Proto, a big user of that. I love seeing that as well, just on a personal level. But, man, what I don't love seeing is him getting beat down this hard. Kola, I believe both games he won were 2-stocks, but Proto also won with the 2-stock on Kalos. So
very true.
We'll see. Next stage is going to be PS2 yet again. Proto running it right back, but I have a feeling we might be switching characters.
Think so? Think the Min Min is coming out?
I think she's really good on PS2 just because of how big the stage is, right? Smashville and Lilat being the bans from Kola, though. Kind of curious. Maybe just not wanting to get screwed over by the ledge on Lilat, even though it's not all that prevalent in this game. And Lucina is very strong on Smashville. She's very, very good under that platform.
100%. Proto, of course, we've seen him take his time, kind of ice Kola out a little bit, but this time for good measure. Going to pick the stage properly, but also want to make sure they have the right character online. Yes, your winner's side is unfortunately at stake here.
Yeah, which one of these players is going to go to top 8, at least on the winner's side, because the loser could certainly pick it up and win one more set, and we'll be seeing them tomorrow. Actually, I believe all of top 12 is tomorrow, so everyone in winner's quarters, they're not done just yet.
No, they're not. Absolutely not. Okay. Proto has to get a second to get everything in order for himself, and I don't blame him. I mean, you know, just again, there's so much on the line. Kola, of course, coming into this set, not exactly sure what his training regimen was or if he was practicing before this set, but the young man is on fire, and Proto definitely well aware of it. Taking that DeBuzz approach. Yeah, you got to.
Man, the DeBuzz approach, the Goichi approach, the Wizrobe approach.
Oh, true. Very true.
Got a couple guys who've really patented that. Try to cool your opponent down between games. It's a viable strategy, but man, you just hate to see it sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes tenacity only prolongs the inevitable. Speaking of the inevitable, the Min Min is here. I knew it was coming. I just wasn't sure when. Min Min is here. Now, this could be a bit of an issue here for Kola, depending on how this match is played out. Now, I wouldn't imagine that, you know, we'd see any cloud, you know, had he went Min Min first. The Roy is definitely the better pick in my personal opinion. However, Cloud, Roy, you know, they suffer from two very similar things. You get caught off stage versus Min Min, you in some trouble.
Yeah, at least Roy able to go diagonally back to the stage, right? That can help a lot in this matchup. But maybe it also makes him easier to hit. Also, I don't think I've ever seen anyone use this costume on Min Min before. Proto usually uses default. I didn't know this was in the game.
Oh, true. Very true.
It actually looks kind of fresh, though. Either way, Kola looking extra fresh here. 103 unresponded to, maybe making Proto regret this choice right off the bat. The Lucina was at least holding up.
You got to figure out a way to build that distance between you and Roy. You don't have the best options out of shield, I believe. You know, you have Nair. I believe up smash is a pretty quick option as well, too. But a lot of that really pales in comparison to what Roy can definitely do. And as we can see right now, no platforms for you. Don't ever air dodge. It ain't never safe to do that. There's a double-edged dance with a quick 40% cooking up these noodle arms.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of desperation on Proto's end with these defensive options, trying to dash attack in to create some space for himself, or rather take space from Kola, but it's just not happening.
Okay. Down tilt, love that up smash. Putting some sizable percent here on the board, and yeah, you've got to play the spacing game here. I mean, this is a very different type of min-min than what I'm used to seeing Proto play.
Oh, down smash, at least shaking Kola off for just a second here, but is it too little, too late, Rod? This is looking like a 3-1 Kola wrap. I'm a big fan of Proto. I'd love to see him go further in the bracket, but Kola just looking like the man to beat right now.
Oh. We'll see how long you can act like that, you know, because you keep jumping in correctly on min-min. And, I mean, look, this is fighting game stuff one-on-one. You know, sometimes if you reach, I will teach. If you jump improperly, I have the punish for you. As you can see right there, Roy without a jump. Roy really without a recovery system good enough to get back to the ledge. Proto taking full advantage of that.
Oh,
scary hours.
Oh, man. Feeling like I may have spoken too soon on that 3-1 victory for Kola, but he's going to get back to stage. Goes for an up throw. Min-min, not the best coming down from the sky, but Proto going to avoid danger here. He's still alive on this second stock, getting a lot of mileage out of it.
That he is. That shield's getting ate up, though, and without the proper out-of-shield options to deal with, Roy, you always have to just roll away or jump out and then try to reset the neutral. Start swinging those arms around.
Yeah, it's very hard to punish Roy with anybody, but especially Min-min. At least, you know, on shield. On whiff, Min-min has a real fun time with you. She could just swing from across the stage and do a ton of damage for whatever option you picked. Oh, yeah, just throw those down tilts. No invincibility.
Uh-oh. Oh, no! Proto!
Did he tether too many times? Did he reach the limit?
He might have. That might have been 3.
Yeah. Oh, dude. And Kola opening up big off the respawn. Oh, gets away with that down air somehow by the grace of God.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Ram coming through and smart to delay the recovery. Wow, delaying the recovery unfortunately does not serve you any justice. Gets back to the ledge just to get knocked back off. Love that. Gets the arm swing, but at 73%, these percents unfortunately are starting to climb. Now, however, Min-min, of course, not with the conversion game that Roy has, but certainly with the strength factor. 1 or 2 punches, you're back in this.
Man, Proto was at only like 36 when he killed Kola's second stock, and it is just starting to get real out of hand. Yeah, the 112 right here. Proto going to need to channel all of that instead. Changing the channel to the next set. It's going to be 3-1 for Kola, taking ProtoBanham out of the winner's bracket. Man, that was a really good set. Kola played out of his mind. We talk about how he's a momentum-based player, right? It can be really very up or very down when he's on the sticks, but man, that was all the way up right there.
Oh, no doubt about it. With no real sign of coming back down at all. Love that ledge trump boom right into the back air. Didn't even know you can pop off like that in easy slides. I just learned something new today. Just learned something new. Okay, there's that nair. And, of course, you know, Proto's a little stuck into this corner. There's the grab break. Smart stuff to just, again, try to stall Kola out in the corner. I mean, worse, you have to do it if you hang at the ledge. Maybe now down smash if he's fast enough. You know, we've seen a little down tilt in that last game, but Kola really let Proto come back to the stage for free. And then some of those interactions that kind of came back to haunt him a little bit. However, Kola was still able to persevere through. 3-1, man. Wow. On Proto, I mean, that's almost unheard of.
That's a big win, man, but Kola is certainly a player who's capable of it. Man, just falling short on the tether or, you know, not allowed to grab the ledge again. Also love how Kola saves his ledge trumps for situations that are going to win the game for him or even win the set, right? He stood there and down tilted several times, and Proto's probably just thinking about that when he's getting back to the stage, right? Like, what's the ledge trap going to be? Nope. Just snatch that away.
That's right. Snatching it away in a dominant way. Kola, of course, going up 3-1 if you're just tuning in over Proto. I mean, really just a strong showing right there from both those two individuals. I mean, when you see those names in bracket, I don't care if you're the best player in the world or the worst player in the world. You know what I'm saying? It sends chills up your spine. It might make you tremble a little bit. Those two are not to be taken lightly, and I hope that match proves certainly why. Now,